Friends, very often the present does not show what was the reality in the history. And as I'm seeing that in Europe, although the Germany today is not given the kind of importance it had historically, but as I see closely, it has been one of the most important countries of the Europe. In fact, most of the kings of European countries, they are also from Germany, including the ones from of England. Besides, in the literature, etc., it has had a huge impact. And we are visiting Germany, and we are in the house of Goethe. He was a personality who was there in 18th and 19th century, and we are visiting his house today. This is the house of his father in Frankfurt, where he had his formative years. And the Goethe is in fact, one of the most important person in the history of German. He had multifarious talent, and he had contribution in literature, poetry, science. He actually fought the war also, and French army when in the battle they occupied Germany, they had demolished his house. In fact, even Second World War also the house was largely demolished, but then it was resurrected and reconstructed, and in 1951 it was started again. So now we are inside the house and we are having a look of the house. So this is his house, and some of the things he spent in the childhood, those things are there, and some of his contributions in painting, literature, etc. are at display. So what I am seeing here is some of the paintings are there. And this is what it says. I think it is written in German. So here in the second part, it is written in English. So he was born in 1749, and he had contribution in literature. He made contribution in science. He made contribution in poetry, and in literature also. He is rated as high as equivalent to Shakespeare in German history, and he actually fought one of the wars against the French. So we are inside his house. Have a look. This is also one of his paintings. And then this one. In fact, this gives some description. And 1775, at the age of 26, he went to Weimar. And before that, also, he had written a novel in 1774, at the age of 25, The Sorrows of Young Werther. And it was published, and he became famous overnight after the publication of this novel. And see these works. And he produced some magazines also, and Friendship with Schiller, and he worked in the court also. And about Italy, he visited in Italy in 1786 and was there for about 2 years. He said that, okay.